the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start out here with the action left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Dixie Bison, Dixie Bison.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Viking 18. Ready, ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps in early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away. Touchdown, Eagles! Grant Calcaterra, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
18, pioneer. Ready.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Down the left sideline. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 24. 66 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to his left. Hurts fumbles it. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 42 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Commanders 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
35-yard line.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today's partner because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Mustang 19.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang over. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Right back to him on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagle.
Now back to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. He'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
63.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commandrrs 18.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he's going to have a Commandrrs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter.
18 Cardinal, check, Bobcat, check.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season, and that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Dragon 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And the drive starts with a completion left side, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's second and a yard.
Go check.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It looks like they'll move things around here.
65 catch, 65 catch. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Here we go. Check. Buffalo 18. Check 60. Check 18. Pioneer. Ready, ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. They find some open field here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Here's second down.
At the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Dicker down attack on the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And this taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
At the 3-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's got a full head of steam, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 62 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. It's up and it's good, so that'll mean the final deficit will tally out at 10. Well, on the one side, if you try to take...
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling